Welcome to the Allegro Music Webcast, where music isn't just music and the ordinary is extraordinary. We're bringing musicians and artists from all over, from Los Angeles to San Diego to Hemet to Fort Lauderdale to Minot to Catalina to Nome. We'll bring it to you. Just sit back, relax, and let it happen. On today's Allegro Music Webcast, we'll bring you California-based band Sherwood, news from our traveling correspondent, and my partner, in a special way, not that way, Nick Reed. Sit back, relax, and let us tickle your fancy.
Special way, huh?
Yep, special way. That's a little Letters to Cleo, and that's I'm a Fool off of their Go album. That was released in October of '97. That's some good stuff from back in the day. Love it, love it, love the webcast. Love you, Nick. Welcome to the podcast, buddy.
First of all, I'd like to say you definitely put the lame in flame. Thank you for the
Lame
homage.
and flame.
Yeah.
That wasn't nice.
No, it wasn't. It made me feel awful when you call me your partner not in that way.
Well,
I could be that way. I could do it.
Not
I'm
right
eager.
now,
I'm willing to
not
learn.
yet.
I'm willing to experiment. So.
Well, we got something very special today. We've got a California-based band, Sherwood, and you're actually friends with one of these guys. They met in San Luis Obispo when they were in college.
Right. Actually, I went to high school with the guy. In fact, he probably knows my sister better than I know him. But he's a good friend of a lot of
Everybody
people.
knows your sister better than you.
She
she's
around.
she's got a winning personality, and you don't. Sorry. Go ahead.
This podcast is filled with love and dreams and buddy cuddles.
I'm just saying Robin's great. She
awesome. Is great. You know, she's a great person. So, Mike, he's actually from the Hemet area, and he joined up with the band Sherwood, and he's knocking around the keys.
Right. Was he a key knocker back in?
You know, I saw him in a coffee shop here in playing when we were in high school, but I didn't know much about his background in music. I knew he played some trumpet. I knew he played some keys. So to see him go forth with this band, it's just amazing. And anybody who gets out of town and does great things has got my vote. Right.
Well, what's cool about the name Sherwood and where this came from is the same thing with Pink Floyd and Dark Side of the Moon, where if you play Dark Side of the Moon with the movie Wizard of Oz, they're supposed to link up, and it's supposed to be all cool. Well, Sherwood, they made their name because they wanted it to be they wanted to play their music with Robin Hood.
All right, which one? Men in Tights?
I think so.
Fantastic.
I think so. Yeah. Well, that being said, I think it's time to listen to one of their first songs that we have. We have this tune "You Are," and this is off their QU album that was released in 2009.
No, QU.
QU.
Stupid.
Oh, QU. Don't you cue me.
bitchin' sound.
They've got a great sound, and they do some pretty creative things with their videos. And this video was actually put together to help promote that 2009 KU album. And
nice.
Yeah, they started off kind of small and kind of slow, but they've been gaining a lot of traction and a lot of quite a large fan base. So.
Another thing I'd like to add is you could keep watching the episodes we're going to feature on this podcast, but the cool thing is they make their own videos and they take you back to the time when MTV was like where videos were watched and VH1, and these guys are like...
now, don't give away our surprise.
No. We're not going to give away a number of surprises, but I just want to say this up front. You're going to be very entertained at the quality and the innovation that they've used to create a lot of their videos.
Not unlike us. We're innovators ourselves, and we're very creative people. We try to tell that to people over and over again.
Yeah, until it sinks in.
Yeah. Well, that's the way you do it.
Yeah.
You bombard it with... Yeah. I figure they say it takes 28 days to change a habit, so we'll try to say it over and over and over every day for 28 days and see if it sticks in the public.
And let's see if that works out for you.
Yeah,
we'll check back in 28 days.
It's part of our solid B performance that we promise.
Good Lord,
that's what we promise.
Was there a twinkle in your eye just now?
I think so. There was. You
got slightly more attractive in a small window.
Well, I know we made intern Steve chuckle a little bit, which was great.
Yeah. I love the fact that we call intern Steve, even though that it could be anybody behind the booth. Intern Steve, how you doing today?
Well, I don't want to...
I'm doing pretty good, thank you.
Fantastic.
I don't want to waste my time learning new names.
Yeah, shut up.
So why don't you wait, please? Please, why don't you wait? Please wait.
Oh, I think that gets us right up to our next song. Please wait.
Yes, it does. This was recorded in one of the guys' old band rooms, and I think this is pretty cool. So check it out, man.
I know exactly where you are, so I don't strain to see your light shine in the dark. But I didn't know, the winter cold
love a song that finishes with a great xylophone run.
I do too. I do too. And that's one of those real xylophones, not the one you make me play with.
I make you play with a xylophone?
Well, you won't let me play with the real ones because you say I'll break it.
Oh, those little Playtel things?
Yeah.
Or Mattel?
I
don't know toy companies.
I used to have a really, really cool one that if you pulled it, it had a little string attached to the front of it, and you pull it, and when the wheels would go, it would hit the little xylophone things and play a little song.
That's as advanced as ball in a cup, Mexico's favorite pastime.
Well, I used to get pretty good at ball in the cup.
Did you actually have a ball in a cup?
I did.
You are my
dude.
hero.
I grew up in a poor Mexican family. We seriously.
All your friends are playing like Pong at the time, and you're like, "No, ball in the cup for me."
My mom made a kite out of leftover nylons. You know?
Wow.
Yeah.
And she fastened together with leftover lard from last night's tortilla rin.
But, we had fun and we did cool stuff, And it's different than kids nowadays. The kids nowadays, they've got their cell phones. They've got these, they got iPods, iPads, computer systems and everything like that. I didn't grow up that way. And especially, when I grew up, if you were poor, and you did with what you had. You probably got a bike from one of the neighbors when they grew out of it or something, and you got that for Christmas, and you were excited that you got a new bike, even though it's been 3 years old and beat to hell, but you didn't care.
You know what? I think if you really think about it, back then when we were growing up, there wasn't a whole lot that separated rich kids from poor kids.
Not a whole lot.
No, I mean rich kids went out and played with the dirt. Poor kids played with the dirt.
Yep.
I mean, they played with the sticks. I mean, what you buy a kid a bike? Maybe you have a $5,000 bike, or you have a $30 bike you got from
Target. I don't even
Target
think $5,000 bikes existed.
What I'm saying is like you both have the riding experience. I mean, it wasn't really different. There wasn't a big chasm. So
and parents, then parents were like, go out and play. Get out of the friggin' house and play, because what are you going to do? You're going to sit in the house and break crap and drive your mother nuts. Yeah, and all she just wanted you to get out of the house for a few minutes so she could play hide the pickle with the neighbor.
Fantastic. It's a good thing that my mom and your mom are not the same people.
They are actually.
Why
do you think we look so much alike?
We do. Same height, same build.
Yeah. I always thought there was some way I'd have to make it through. And I did.
Did you really?
I didn't? No.
And I have a feeling that has something to do with our next song.
Having a full house?
Make It Through.
No, it's having a full house.
Oh, we're not playing Make It Through.
No.
Oh.
This is that old TV show. Trick shot.
Whatever happened to predictability? The milkman, the paperboy, evening TV. Everywhere you look, there's a heart, a hand to hold on to. Everywhere you look, there's a face of somebody who needs you. Everywhere you look, when you're lost out there and you're all alone, life is waiting to carry you home. Everywhere you look, everywhere you look.
Yeah.
First of all, ew. That was nasty.
Well, you got to meet the entire cast of Sherwood, and they did a little parody on Full House, and you saw the little girl. That's your friend.
Yeah, that's the guy. That's
See, these
from
are the people
area.
Nick hangs out with.
No, I don't hang out with the guy, but I aspire to. I'm gonna, I'll be the guy that when I see him again, I'll ask him to sign my boobs.
And he probably would, based on his little dressed up as a girl.
I watch.
I blame you for that. I am sure he got that from you.
Okay, so yeah, we're best friends now. Apparently, him and I. You know what? I like to back it up. First of all, I think it was clever what they did with that whole Full House video. I think they did an excellent job of parodying the intro to the show. I hate to admit it. As an adult, I hate to admit it, but I did, in fact, watch Full House.
Oh, I did too.
And back then maybe I was comfortable with it, but now
you
I'm
just
not.
knew what the twins would turn into.
No, I didn't. In fact, they were adorable when they're in their small infant troll-like state.
Pre-cracked out.
Now, a good fart breeze would take them 4 states. I mean, that's how small.
You know what's crazy is I think they weigh the same amount now as they weighed on the show.
Everyone do that math.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes, I think so. But I mean, how cool was Uncle Joey?
I didn't like it. That whole cut it out. That was the first
Cut
time
it out.
as a child. That was the first time I wanted to reach into the TV and punch somebody. That was the lamest thing I ever saw in my entire life. Because he cracked himself up. Kind of reminded me of you. He's like, "Oh, cut it out." I don't even know the hand gestures, but it was very douchebaggy.
Uncle Joey was awesome.
Uncle Joey's not
and
awesome.
And what was the guy with the brown hair?
Bob Saget?
No.
Stamos' character.
Yeah.
That guy his job was to have a well coiffed haircut and say "baby" every 20 minutes.
Yeah.
That show blew. Come on, you have to back me up on it. That show sucked ass.
There were some better shows. Yeah, it wasn't as bad as Growing Pains.
Growing Pains.
Yeah,
no, that was a pain in my growth.
And as I recall, the lead character also sang the Growing Pains song too.
Oh, geez, who was that? Kirk Cameron?
No. Who's in it? It's the dad.
The dad. Oh, yeah.
Help us out, intern Steve. You remember that guy?
I do not actually.
The dad. He was like in everything in 1989 to 94.
Yeah.
Bob Saget.
No.
We're talking about Growing Pains.
Oh, Growing Pains. That was.
This is important conversation.
Oh
Don't
my
screw it
gosh. Alan Thicke.
Alan Thicke. Yeah.
Well, he's got a kid that is a pop singer.
Well, he was a singer too.
Yeah, but I was talking about my stuff.
Okay, sorry.
I'm done now.
Pop goes the singer.
Yeah, so they were both mediocre singers in that era, and I was never an Alan Thicke fan. He always bothered me.
Yeah,
he wasn't a great character actor. He was always Alan Thicke. Another guy I'd probably want to punch as an adult.
Well, he didn't turn out to be a horrible human being like Bob Saget.
Bob Saget, but
that guy played such a benign character on TV, and man, what a nasty, dirty.
I'm gonna be honest. If I dealt
freak
with
show of a man
it out and I had to read that crap, and the writing for America's Funniest Home Videos probably threw him over the edge. I probably would have ended up in the same trash can he ended up.
His stand up is just. I mean, I think some kind of dirty humor is fun every now and again.
He's crass.
He makes just
Andrew
gross.
Dice Clay look like a Teletubby. That guy is he is nasty.
Makes him look like a Care Bear.
Yeah, pretty much.
Jeez.
Yeah, I'm not a big Saget fan, but I respect that he probably went through a lot to say those cheesy lines.
Well, I think we should get back a little bit to Sherwood here and the San Obispoans.
The San Obispo?
San
Luis Obispo, right?
Well, this is an acoustic version of Maybe This Time off the QU album.
Okay.
And I like this because it shows what great musicians they are, and it doesn't necessarily, the music doesn't have to be produced and doesn't have to be overly complicated. That they can break it down and still perform it live, and it's just bitchin'. Shows their musicality. So let's see what this one's all about.
Waiting for a sign, I used to search with every step. As a boy, so many things I can't forget. So if I made a list of everyone I've kissed, what would that accomplish? I've heard it said that I won't take a chance, but everything I've held slipped through my gone by. Maybe this time, maybe this time, you'll give it a try. Maybe this time, maybe this time. And now I know myself a little more than I confess. And even as a man, all that I fear will get the best of me. So if I made a list of every chance I missed, what would that accomplish? Now I've been making eyes at you all night, trying to decide what's on your mind. What's on your mind? Maybe this time, maybe this time, you'll give it a try. Maybe this time, maybe this time. I saw the night turn into day. I saw the sun show his tired face. Shine into me, shine onto mine. Come see the tree shadows lengthen and cry. Hello. What's on your mind? Maybe this time, maybe this time, you'll give it a try.
Yeah.
Maybe this time, maybe this
You know, that song actually reminds me of like a dashboard confessional kind
Yeah.
of sound, and which is really interesting because if you look up some information of how they describe themselves, they consider themselves to be the Get Up Kids meets Mineral meets Further Seems Forever, which, if anybody out there that's a cult music lover like me knows that the lead singer of Further Seems Forever, Dashboard Confessional.
Yeah.
See? Did that math.
Man, Nate has a set of pipes on him, doesn't he?
Yes.
Jeez,
Yeah, he
Louise.
doesn't suck. I'd
No.
say he's
And
kind of good.
Their harmonies are great too, but man, he's.
I think their musicality is strong. I think they know what they're doing.
The musicality is strong with this one.
You gotta backwards it up. It's gotta be the
Strong with this one. The musicality is.
There you go. I'm not up on my Yoda speech, but I think that's a little closer to the Star Wars thing. Yeah, but you know what?
There's so many songs about rainbows. Sorry,
We're just gonna.
that was my Kermit.
We'll give you the
Kermit
spotlight.
Frog. Do not pollute your rivers and streams.
You want to be in the show, right? You want to be in the show.
Good Lord, what the hell am I working with?
I was
Here, you want to touch it?
It's like Jim Henson is like raping this show.
You know, I'm just preparing you because there's some things that are going to be coming up that we need our audience to be aware of and okay with. So, you know, we're
Like?
trying to don't give it away yet.
So details aren't really important. You
No,
just gotta
not
take them
yet.
on a journey and hope they fly. They fly blind.
Well, it's what I do is, you know, I give people little bits and let them find out more and more and more and more and try to alienate the people that were first interested.
Yeah, you have a long history of giving people little bits, but let's move on from that.
Oh.
Next up, we're going to go ahead and take it over to the Enchanted Forest.
Yeah, let's go ahead and turn it over to our good buddy Ed. He's on location in the Enchanted Sherwood Forest. Shall we turn it over to him? All right, how is everything over there, Ed?
It's going quite well, Jim. I'm out here with my band of merry men and some bottles of wine. No beautiful women, though.
That's a shame. I'm glad you made it safe, though, because I heard there was a Meade checkpoint up the way.
Yes, the Meade checkpoint. They had a wagon there with shackles and men with brass and steel. It was a bit scary, but we made it through.
Well, keep a sharp eye out because I hear there is there's an evil wood nymph that is said to live in the forest, and they've been known to shrink people.
What, dude? I mean, yes, the wood nymph. Yeah, we will we'll handle that wood nymph. I'm not quite sure they exist, but Yes, we will take care of the wood nymph for you.
Well, keep an eye out nonetheless.
Yeah, oh yes, we will. We'll keep it. You know, but I have heard some little rustling in the bushes and what sounds to be like some voices. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that it's nothing. But I'm here to bring you the steamy new package of Wienergate. Congressman Wiener's political career has come full circle. In a room, Wiener had convinced constituents 20 years ago to support him in his run for city council. And after calls from the Democratic National Committee, his peers, and the President of the United States, Congressman Wiener gave his formal resignation.
Oh, the little guy's no longer going to play with the caucus.
Wiener had hoped to salvage his political career and continue his fight for his constituents in New York. And like the hardy district he represents, Wiener will do just fine with himself. For himself. For he has already had a serious job offer. Larry Flint, the owner of Flint Management Group and Notable Hustler magazine, has offered him a position for Mr. Wiener, and I wonder what that position could be. But Flint's been a long-time proponent for free speech, and according to TMZ, was quoted as saying, "This offer is not made in jest," and Flint is willing to pay 20% more than Wiener's formal congressional salary and ensure that his medical benefits would be equal to what he's previously been receiving. And everybody knows you need great benefits in order to keep a healthy wiener. You gotta keep the blood pumping in the veins.
Our wieners are all meat, all good meat, rich in complete meat protein, mildly seasoned to bring out all the good meat flavor.
Everyone would be in love with me.
Delicious. Speaking of delicious, Jennifer Lopez, co-host of American Idol, admits she's on the fence about returning for next season. Now, I'd like to see her straddle something more than just a fence, if you ask me, but the newly proclaimed most beautiful woman of the world has definitely delivered to the aesthetic appeal of this latest Idol season, but has she really contributed anything else? I mean, sources speculate that maybe she's attempting to hold out for more money. Her current deal with Fox is $12 million a year, which for those of you without a calculator, that works out to about $22,000 an hour for, she puts in, what, about 54 hours of work? I mean, come on. That's roughly the equivalent of a year's salary for a minimum wage worker. How much more bling does Jenny from the block need? You know what I'm saying? I mean, damn, Jenny. You know, if Jason and Nick, who had $22,000, they'd probably just buy a grip load of top ramen. But you gotta enjoy her music, though. I mean, it's just, oh. Yes, hear something? I hear something.
There's something going on. Hey! What the heck, guys? Hey! What the heck happened here? Oh! Maybe we should just go back to Nick and Jason in the studio. Oh! Guys! You can't leave me out here, guys.
Yeah.
Guys!
Sorry, buddy.
Yeah.
I feel bad about that.
Yeah, I don't go to those weird places.
Yeah, we're gonna have to send somebody to go get that guy.
I don't know. We're kind of busy. I don't have time for that.
It's not like he really needs a plane ticket back anyway. He can just sneak right on.
Or he can go into that little cartridge that the cats and dogs go into.
Yeah, he's good.
Cage. Yeah, sure
He's
he gets
good.
good rates.
Yeah, well, I know he can't hear us, but thank you very much, Ed, for that riveting report. And we thought it apropos to send him to Sherwood Forrest today, seeing as we were covering the band Sherwood.
Basically, paying homage to the great name of the great band that we're featuring.
Yes, it's how we roll.
It's what we do. Fantastic.
Yeah,
we bump Knuckles.
Okay,
here.
we bump Knuckles. Sorry, I thought we still fived.
Yeah, I found out in a memo yesterday that people don't high five anymore.
It's Knuckles.
Yeah, it's all Knuckles. It was sent to me by Obama's campaign, so.
It's one of the new resolutions by Obama's campaign. Yeah. We now knuckle.
And I'm a patriotic guy. Mm-hmm. I follow the rules.
Oh yeah, can't you just see that in a high level diplomatic meeting? Hey, good meeting.
Would that have worked with the old presidents of yore, bumping Knuckles with Gorbachev?
Well, Reagan would have had a fistful of Jelly Bellies trying to bump Knuckles. That wouldn't have been good.
We need to lower taxes. Can you feel me, top 1%? Pound it. Yeah.
Your hand was huge.
I know. I'm a superhero. So
You're like Stretch Armstrong. It's amazing.
I don't like to talk about it without my cape because it's hard to describe.
Well, you got to be careful about that because you're going to reveal your secret identity.
If people knew I was actually Nick Reed, they would die. So
Yeah.
So speaking of superhero, we're gonna go ahead and go
Let's
to
talk about me that way.
Yeah, we're gonna go to the best of me, and Sherwood's next song's called "Best in Me." So hopefully it's not innuendo based.
Sorry. I don't know why I always raise my hand for that.
Yeah, he likes to volunteer.
It's a good life for a short time. And you've got me almost figured out. You got me almost figured out. You're bringing out the best in me. You're bringing out the best in me. You're bringing out the best in me.
I enjoyed your little dance there, Jason.
You weren't supposed to see that.
I tried to close my eyes, but I couldn't. It was too glorious.
That was... I can't help it, man. That song is awesome, and I think it's all about you and me.
You see, I think that what I need to do is take their advice, and I need to get into a room, fill it with enormous amount of bouncy balls.
Right.
And it will bring out the best of me.
What is their deal with racquetball courts?
Is that what it was? I thought they were just in a room with bouncy balls.
No, it's a racquetball court, and you'll see a little later what I'm talking about. They have an affinity for racquetball courts. I'm not sure what it is, but
it's probably an easy space to rent.
Yeah, they must have an inn at an LA Fitness somewhere. But
yeah.
Man, that's such a cool song, man. You've got me almost figured out.
Yeah, it's one of those knee slappers that really gets you pumped up. I like the fact that, a lot of people go to either the punk music or you go to the emo, which is all sad bastard music. But this is lively, fun, energetic
Feel good.
music. Yeah.
Yeah,
I could skip to most of their music.
That's a summertime music, man.
Wait, hold on. First of all, I need to really think this through. When's the last time I skipped, and could I replicate it?
This afternoon.
Oh, yeah.
You remember when, after we had that glorious breakfast?
You know what? Yeah, I did skip. It was kind of hard because my belly was full.
Yeah, well, we went to Harvard Street Cafe.
Are we giving them an official plug?
We are. We're giving them an official plug.
They're awesome.
Thank you, intern Steve.
Yeah, the sacred voice is spoken.
They are fantastic. They're located on North Harvard Street. If you go to Harvard in Florida, go into the Old Town Harvard District. They're on the right hand side. They are absolutely fantastic. Tell Seth that
Allegro sent you.
Yeah, and he'll give you the special discount.
And by the way, their meatloaf is fantastic.
I don't think he gives discounts, but it's inexpensive and fantastic, fresh, wonderful food. And they've got a great staff and
dare I say, the best place in town.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Made me happy on several occasions.
And that's a bold statement to make, but I stand by it.
Mm-hmm. Well, if you want to take the word of a fat man and a restaurateur, then
as you watch those old shows or even in real life, you see a guy that's really fat and he talks about food with passion. You trust that man because he knows what he's talking about. He's done the research.
I have.
You can see it in his bowels and in his belly. It's two B's.
You might think that I'm not a discriminating type, but I am actually. And the place is fantastic.
It is.
And I think you're fantastic.
Because I am, Jason. But thank you for pointing that out.
Because you bring out the best in me.
Oh, I do.
Mm-hmm.
I do.
I wanted to get back to that point because I don't think we adequately covered it.
Best in me.
You bring the best in me.
Yeah, see, this is why we don't have our own music.
No.
But we're going to go ahead and take it off to the next song called The Simple Life.
Now, this is a tune. This is their tune, Sherwood's tune. But this is
somebody else's tune, Sherwood's?
Sherwood's. This is Sherwood's. But a girl on YouTube, she made a video to go along with this particular song.
Oh, so Sherwood didn't make this?
Sherwood did not make this video. This girl made this video, and I think the reason why I wanted to play it is because I think it's a pretty good adaptation to this song.
It's changing. Yeah.
It's pretty good. She did a great job, and this is a fantastic song. So let's go ahead and check it out.
Let's go and enjoy it.
Still breathing. Still standing.
Is she gonna kill herself?
Stop it.
Just barely. Just breathe. I'm trying. I can't. It hurts.
This is the easy life. This is the simple life, baby. And you may be just what I have always been searching for. A light through an open door, darling. But you're guarding it all night. I will whisper a song in your ear. Oh, the things you've been missing, my dear. If you remember the tune, it's all I can do. Just remember, I wrote it for you. And I carry an open box of rusted and broken locks slowly. Can you show me where to lie? 'Cause I'm tired as I can be. My legs on a part of me, darling. Let us go then, you and I. Through the night, I will whisper a song in your ear. Oh, the things you've been missing, my dear. been missing my dear. If you remember the tune, it's all I can do. Just remember, I wrote it for you. Just remember, I wrote it for you.
See, I told you.
You told me what?
I told you that was a great video to that tune, and a fantastic song too.
You know, it is a fantastic song. I actually I want to go out and buy it right now. But you know, she's very artistic, and I like what she did in terms of taking a simple approach to creating a video about, I guess, walking around the house. And I think that if I were to make a video walking around the house, it wouldn't have been as good or artsy. But you think about it, and it reminds me. This video reminds me of when I was younger.
It's the simple life.
When I was younger, and I had time to do nothing. You remember those days when you can be creative and do things like spend all day recording your feet, recording your bowl of cereal.
And there again, let me go back to when I was growing up. We did not have the means or the stuff to be able to make recordings and stuff like that. Which, you know, actually I think is good for me.
See, back when he was growing up, you guys have to understand, because he's so old, that they used to have a guy with the stand, and he had the robe over him, and there's this giant crate they'd have to turn. So we can't relate to him, but, you know, you can relate to me, and everyone just through me feel my past.
Okay.
And I don't know what happened to you.
That wasn't very nice, but no, when I was growing up, you know, we didn't have cell phones and cameras and stuff like that, camera phones, and I'm glad. I am so glad there was no YouTube, there was no Facebook. If I would have grown up with cell phones and sexting and all that other stuff, man, I'd be in trouble.
Yeah, I've had a number of conversations with people looking back. And
I couldn't imagine kids now.
Yeah, I remember my youth in high school, and if I had the access to social media, I probably would have caused a lot of havoc.
God.
You know,
I am so glad, because there would be videos and evidence.
Basically,
and we don't need that.
Jason's junk would be on billboards at this point.
I'm not saying that. I'm just, well, probably.
So I'm not putting it past myself.
Man,
I'm telling you, I knew me back then.
There would have been evidence, and that would not have been good. No, you know, kids can't do anything nowadays without there being some form of
some sort of
videographic evidence.
Some sort of media reference to their day.
Ooh.
You know, I probably like the 1,000th person today alone that said this, but do we really need to hear when you're going to the freaking Starbucks to get a coffee? Do we need to know when you're taking a dump?
That's why I don't get Twitter, and I still don't understand Twitter.
You know what? Here's the deal.
I was confused with the Congressman Wiener thing. I didn't know you could send something to a specific person.
Look, if you want to contact people, that's great. It's a great medium. If you want to send your schlong out, if you're not in politics, I highly recommend it. It's cheap. It's a good way to market your junk. I'm all for it. But here's the deal. What about the inane shit that really doesn't really matter to anybody? I mean, oh yeah, Derek got another Diet Dr. Pepper today. Who cares?
Checking in at Starbucks, having a caramel macchiato. I don't care.
No, there's
no one else does. Hate to tell you.
And now I look at myself and I sit there. I have one of the smartphones. I have access to Twitter. If I have it up to my own discretion, if I want to push the buttons and say.
And I keep telling you to tweet for us because I can't figure the damn thing out.
But here's the deal. I take out how much time out of my day tweeting about stuff without actually doing any of it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I could spend that time doing something versus telling people I'm going to be doing something and then taking my time away from it. You know what? I'm a proactive individual, and I hate that it takes away from my day.
Yeah, but you know, you could tweet stuff like, just left the bathroom, had a great PM.
To be honest, people need to know that about me.
I think we're finding way too much about each other, and we know too much of what's going on in everybody's life.
Especially in the restroom.
Yeah, people don't realize it. You know, just 15 years ago, you know, our cell phones were those big brick things.
Zach Morris phones.
You know, they were huge. And if you had a car phone, you know, it was in a bag and you plugged it into the cigarette lighter.
I had one of those. It came in a duffel bag.
Yeah.
And what you do is
it looked like the thing the president carries around to launch nuclear weapons.
It's essentially the same thing as opening up your picnic basket and setting all your placemats out. You have to unfold it, then carefully form out your phone.
But you thought you were the coolest thing ever if you had one.
No, you had a car phone. You were it. You were one step away from drug dealer at that point.
I remember one time going out to the car to make a phone call because I thought it was so damn cool. And I didn't want to make the phone call in the house because, why should I? There's a car phone.
Yeah.
I'm going to turn on the car and make a phone call. Guess where I'm calling you from? I'm in the car.
Oh, I remember that. I remember those days.
I'm in the car. Are you driving? No, I'm in my driveway. But I'm in the car.
I remember, you know, it probably cost us my parents an arm and a leg.
Yeah.
But when I was a kid, they just got the phone and we got it for emergencies because we're going on big trips and stuff like that. And I would say...
Of course, there was no service anywhere you were going to go anyway.
But unfortunately for my parents, I have to give them the credit for this. I got service in our driveway, and I would sit out in the car and make phone calls like this without them knowing. I'd be like, "What are you doing?"
It probably $2.50 a minute.
Oh yeah, I didn't care. I was 16 years old. I didn't know anything about paying bills.
Jeez Louise, man. Hey,
wow.
At least then you could have snuck out there and make a phone call to your girlfriend in the middle of the night.
Oh, speaking of middle of the night, next song coming up from our beloved band Sherwood again.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
let's go.
This is a cool tune, and this is by a fairly local video site. So
well said.
Yeah, I don't like you anymore.
We are.
Let's just listen to the music.
I'm Nate from Sherwood. I'm Dan. This song is called "Middle of the Night."
Tonight I'm staring at the moonlight. Tonight I'm wondering how this could have felt so right. And I could say it was a good time, but I can hardly say a thing. He's got you right where he wants you, right where he wants you. He's going outside in the middle of the night with you. Tell me what I'm supposed to do. I'm fine, I can go another time with you. Tell me what would I want to. Will you still be feeling alright in the morning with the sun creeping through the blinds? And will you say it was a good time? Will you tell him anything? He's got you right where he wants you, right where he wants you. He's going outside in the middle of the night with you. Tell me what I'm supposed to do. No, I'm fine, I can go another time with you. Tell me what would I want to. Outside in the middle of the night with you. Tell me what I'm supposed to do. No, I'm fine, I can go another time with you. Tell me what would I want to. And I've been away for far too long, it seems. And this brand new group of friends is making me ready again to leave. I'm ready again to leave. It's going outside in the middle of the night with you. Tell me what I'm supposed to do. I'm fine, I can go another time with you. Tell me what would I want to. Outside in the middle of the night with you. Tell me what I'm supposed to do. I'm fine, I can go another time with you.
this is just another great example of how good these guys are and how great their harmonies are. They're sitting on a back porch, just singing and playing guitar. It's like hanging out with your friends in college or in high school, playing music. Except these guys are good.
You know, these guys embody everything I agree with in terms of a pastime that I remember about great music. And let me break that down for you. There was a time where music, it didn't have to be pretentious. It didn't have to go after some sort of corporate goal. It was just great music.
Yeah.
And, they made cool videos and funny videos, and they made light of themselves. This band is bringing that back in such a great way. They're great musicians, and I really love what they're doing.
I enjoy listening to them. I enjoyed watching them. And hey guys, we'll hang out with you, have a beer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically,
cool
what
dudes,
we
man.
want to do, our goal is to be allowed to sit in the front of the line. If there's a concert, we don't want that thing where people go like, hey, you need hot chicks to come in, or back of the line, wait like everybody else. No, we want that. We want to get past the bouncer.
Hey, we'll barbecue together, do something cool too. But at least
You always
drop
try
our
to
names.
sell barbecue. It's not currency.
Well,
not in this state.
Have you tasted my barbecue?
I have. It's good.
I told you.
Well, you sold me on it, but you try selling them.
Yeah.
You guys, I dare you to have that barbecue.
It's awesome.
It's
in
amazing.
some weird voice.
Thanks, intern
Is it a
Steve.
demon? Oh, it's Steve. Hi,
Yep.
Steve. Hi, Steve. Okay.
Hi,
That's
Steve.
very pedophile-like.
It reminds me of that movie Multiplicity. Do you remember that one?
She touched my pepper, Steve.
Michael Keaton, where he clones himself and his clones clone themselves. And if you make a copy of a copy, eventually the copy of the copy of the copy kind of sucks.
I know he was in weird movies, but I think Michael Keaton's one of the great actors of our generation.
I love the guy. I think he's amazing. Everything I've seen him in, I dig, and I think he was a pretty darn good Batman.
By darn good, he means the best, so that's what he meant.
Yeah, I have a bit of a man crush. Yeah.
And I lost him.
A man crush is a strictly hetero appreciation for another man.
It's guy love. Sorry.
If
I had the pipes, I'd belt it out.
Don't make me go to Scrubs. Don't make me go to Scrubs.
For all of you out there that don't know what guy love is, Google Scrubs guy love. It'll change your life.
Yeah. Check it out on YouTube. That'll crack you up if you have any semblance of a funny bone in your body. You will absolutely enjoy it. It's hilarious.
You had to squeeze that
Zach
semblance
Braff, man.
out of the sentence,
That dude is friggin' funny as hell.
Yeah, he is. I love big nose funny guys.
Well, it's the Jew lover in you.
I said big nose. You did the Jew math.
Well, because I secretly want to be Jewish. I want to be. What's
He's
sad
tired
though?
of being poor. That's what he's
Well,
saying.
no. What's sad is
unfunny.
I want to be Jewish and I want to be black. I want to be black because I want to be able to dance and I need a little help downstairs. And I want to be Jewish because they're so good. Like they're good with the family. Church isn't stuffy. Great food.
They're shrewd.
They focus on education. You don't find a lot of Jews in jail either. Don't cause a lot of trouble
lately.
No.
Nope.
Good people. Good solid people.
But see, the cool thing
Family
is
values.
If you're black and you're Jewish, you could be a Crips accountant. Done. Best of both worlds.
Jeez. How did you ever do that math? That was brilliant.
It just comes to me.
You're amazing. You are amazing, my friend. Yeah. Well, we talked a little bit about this early on in the podcast, how, MTV and VH1, they don't really play music videos anymore, but we liked it.
I don't even get what they're about. Apparently, they're about reality shows. Mm-hmm. Shouldn't they be forced by some sort of congressional, legislation?
Change your name.
Change the name.
If you're not going to play music videos, don't call yourself music television.
And here's the deal. You pay the extra package for your cable or your satellite, but you don't get the good station. You get, early videos from 1981 channel. Country's best hits channel. But you don't get the vintage MTV that made MTV. You don't get that. You get all this random shit.
MTV was created to take the band and put them on television, so they had another medium besides radio.
And think of what they have left on there, like for example, on their extra channels, it's all the fat pieces that are cut off the big steak. I want the meat piece. I want the good stuff.
You want the strip.
If that means the big piece and the good stuff, I want the strip.
Yeah, there you go. New York strip. It's the best piece. I love it.
I'm about rump roast over here. Just saying.
Why did you look at me when you said that?
No, visual association, I guess.
Wow. Well, this next song kind of takes us back to when VH1 used to do a really cool thing called pop-up video, and it was absolutely hilarious, and it's awesome. And these guys remember it, and these guys brought it back, and I think you'll really enjoy it. This is Sherwood's version of a pop-up video.
Pop-up video. I missed that show so bad.
Don't believe it, that I could be so deceiving and bringing you down to feel this lack of loyalty. You were a song in my head, the warmth of the sheets in my bed, a story forever told but never old, a warm arrival never left so cold. Don't blink, don't close your eyes, and most of all, don't apologize. It's me who's got the demons to wrestle now. Oh, I don't believe it, that I could be so deceiving and bringing you down to feel this lack of loyalty. 'Cause you were a song in my head, the warmth of the sheets in my bed, a story forever told but never old, a warm arrival never left so cold. Don't blink, don't close your eyes, and most of all, don't apologize. It's me who's got the demons to wrestle now. There's a patch of blue in the stormy sky, a memory of a brighter time when everything was new and less watered down, before the summer turned to brown. Don't say you can't believe it now, that you're over settled down. 'Cause you'll be right here when I come back around. Don't blink, don't close your eyes, and most of all, don't apologize. It's me who's got the demons to wrestle now. There's a patch of blue in the stormy sky, a memory of a brighter time when everything was new and less watered down, before the summer turned to brown. Before the summer turned to brown. Don't blink, don't close your eyes. Before the summer turned to brown. Don't blink, don't close your eyes. Before the summer turned to
Yeah, that last one says if you're still watching this, you don't have ADD. Yeah.
These guys creatively are my heroes. These
Oh, yeah.
guys have done so much. I respect them more than most major bands that are making millions of dollars these days. They're just as talented, and they go that extra mile.
Send Sherwood millions. They deserve it. They deserve it.
And while you're at it, I mean, just send care of Allegro.
Yeah,
Just
we'll get
shower
it to
us.
them.
Yeah.
We'll make sure it
Oh, yeah.
gets there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just make it out to us, and we'll.
You know,
we're good keepers.
Like you said, you know, Mike Leibovich, he's the keyboard player.
Mikey.
Mike. Yeah, they call him Mikey. He's got a number of friends that are still in the area here in Hemet, California. But I remember going to school with the guy, and he was the leader of the pep rallies. So he'd make little innovative videos back then, and he's comedic. He's got a great personality. I mean, the guy belongs on like either a big band or a VJ on MTV.
So completely opposite from
me.
Nick and Jason.
Yep. He's just
got it.
We're not worthy. We're
No.
not worthy.
No.
I mean, we have much better haircuts, Mike. What happened to you, dude? Really? Hopefully it gets you the gals, but creatively,
it's the Jufro. It's awesome.
Good Lord. So, yeah,
Another
man,
reason
these
why
guys
we're
collectively, phenomenal. Check them out. You can check them out on YouTube. You can check them out at their website. Just type in, Sherwood Band, I think it is.
Yep.
And
yeah, and you can go to YouTube and just type in Sherwood, and you can check out their channel. Subscribe to their channel because they're putting up all kinds of new stuff all the time, and it's really entertaining stuff. We won't really give it away, but there's an introduction to Sherwood, that a little behind the scenes that explains all about Sherwood, and I think it's really important that everybody watch it. So check them out on YouTube.
And we did our work. We introduced you to the band and some of their great music.
Now you do work. You do work.
Do work.
Yes, do work.
And you guys go online and find out about them. Buy tickets if they're in town. And definitely buy that CD. Buy a number of their CDs because you're going to get a great deal. It's great music, and it'll take you through.
Yeah, as we wrap everything up today, we'll talk a little bit about some of the services available on AllegroMusicVenue.com.
Oh, just a few of the services, of the many.
Of the many.
The plethora.
We have, you can log on to AllegroMusicVenue.com, click on the education link, and you'll be able to see some of the education services that we have going.
What does that mean? Music education here with us. You get to see us, you get to shake our hands, and you get to take advantage of exceptional years of long, hard education from some of our teachers.
Yeah, we've got...
I said long and hard.
Stop it. We got a place on there for videos. You can check out some cool videos of artists we think are pretty important. You can become a member. You can go to the shopping cart and support us monetarily too. It's a great way to keep great music on, and we'll bring you. We promise to bring you a solid B performance of local and unsigned artists, and bring that to you on a regular basis. So we encourage you to support us. Support local music and music education. And get out there. Look for live music.
Look for live music. And not only that, you start sending in those donations. We have big plans for those dollars. We're having live music coming up for our show. So we're going to build this thing. You can help out. So make sure you go on our website again, www.allegromusicvenue.com.
And you can email us at info@allegromusicvenue.com and tell us that you want to be a part of this taping. And you can come to the studio and watch us do the show live.
And if you kind of feather in that Jason's attractive, it really gets you far. That's what I use.
It helps.
So.
It helps. Well, I think it's been a great podcast. Thank you very much, Ed, for being here from Sherwood Forrest. I know we're going to work on getting you back to normal. And thank you, Nick.
Oh, thank you, Jason.
It's been fantastic. And from all of us here at the Allegro Music Webcast to you, we bid you adieu.